Hello YouTube, hello all you wonderful people out there, hope you're having a nice day. Today we're doing another traditional draft of Crimson Vow, another best of 3. Gonna have a break from the ladder a little bit, gonna be doing Magic as it was intended by Richard Garfield. Nice clean best of 3 with sideboard games, and let's see how far we can get it. This last weekend was Arena Open. Did anybody play it? It was draft. I saw on Twitter like a couple of really good drafters, like one from Slovenia, the 4. I know managed to get to day 2. I think also just Lola got to day 2. And probably Court of Calls from Court of Call channel. You can check him out on Twitch. Really good player. Yeah, I know that they all got to day 2, but I don't think anybody managed to get any money in that. Anyway, we opened a pretty sick pack. We opened an absolute bomb in Angie, Maid of Dishonor, which is definitely going to be our first pick. It's just a bomb card. I never got to play with it yet, but I got to see it plenty of times on the opponent's side, and I know exactly how strong it is. It kind of feels bad that we're passing a really strong removal in Parasitic Grasp, and some good uncommons in Dark Grasp Scavenger, and to a lesser extent, Glutinous Guest. Also some good uncommons worth mentioning would be Voltaic Visionary, really good in red, and Traveling Minister. If it's probably the best white common. You should really do take it highly if you are not doing it yet. It's just a really powerful card. But yeah, Angie, first pick. We're gonna definitely try our best to be in black-red. Specifically black-red vampires, because she has more synergies with exactly vampires. We pass some really good cards down the line, but what matters for us is really what we're getting past. So here we're choosing between the Voltaic Visionary and Bloodcray Socialite. The Socialite is really good. I don't know if I want to second pick it already, but realistically the only choice is between these two cards. And do I want to take the 2-drop Wizard or the 4-drop Socialite? And the thing is, I probably want to take the Wizard just because it's a 2-drop. Because you can get a lot of 4-drops later in the game. Other than that, the Bramble Worm is a really good card. Like I know it's 7 mana, but it's a huge creature. It has reach, it has trample, it gains your life. Really helps us stabilize the game. But usually you can get a lot of late game cards, like big drops, you know. So for us, we're gonna definitely try to prioritize red and black, which are also the two kind of strongest colors in this set. And just try to carve a lane for ourselves. Here we have Mark of Retribution, which is a really good card if you're exactly vampires, but that's kind of what we do want to be with Angie. We kind of try to soft force it if needed. It's a good card, it's like a boost your creatures plus a removal spell. Sanguine Statuette is pretty good. I didn't play it much, but I saw it others play it to pretty good success. From green cards, then with a Wolf Strike, which is pretty good, and it's a removal in green, that's the best you can get in green. Hook-Hanged Mariner is a really good green common. Evolving Violence is always nice to pick up in any deck to get some mana fixing. But we're gonna take the Retribution for now and see what is open. Hopefully we won't have to force blue-red and black-red too much. But this pack does not give us too much hope. Because it is pretty bad. Like I could just take the Blood Servitor, it's a colored creature so we can play it in any deck. It's not very good, it gives us a blood token which is okay. In our colors we want to have the Lightning Wolf and the Gargantua. I don't know if the Gargantua is actually any better than the Blood Servitor. Maybe it is, I guess you could take it. Like the Blood Servitor you can really get very late. And in other colors we have like the Cruel Witness is good in blue. And nothing else. Like Ceremonial Life is okay, but usually it's better in decks that don't have ways to produce blood tokens by themselves. Here we have another Wolf Strike, some other removal, a Sigardian Paladin, green-white cards, and a couple of white cards and green cards, so it could be that green-white is open. Like no black card, the only red card is Lacerate Flesh, so definitely does not look like our colors are gonna be open, so might just take the Wolf Strike and see if we'll need to move into red-green werewolves. If in that case we could always just play some Weaver of Blossoms, maybe we can splash Angie. It's only then black, costs us to splash the black part of it. It won't get as many benefits from it because we won't have all the vampire triggers and that many blood token generation, but seeing a 6-pick Child of the Pack, which is a really strong card in werewolves, and a Weaver of Blossom and a Wolves in a short strike, I think it's a kind of a sign that green-red could be where we are supposed to be. And here we have like a Flourishing Hunter and Infestation Expert, both really good cards. So let's say, not playing this, either a 6-drop or a 5-drop, Wolf or a Werewolf. They're both good. I think you can. I prefer this just because it's an uncommon. It's a bit easier to, a bit harder to find uncommons. I'm gonna take the Ceremonial Knife in that case. The Apprentice Sharpshooter is really not that good. It's good, okay, it's never good, but it's okay in Celestia. Or the black-green deck, where you care about big butts, then can attack as a 4/4. But I think the knife, it will help us not flood by generating blood tokens for us. It will also help with Angie, because it will generate blood tokens. Here we have a choice of another bad removal spell, but maybe we'll wield a Wolf Strike. And this is really not that good, we can get that later. I do like the Reckless Impulse, it's a really good card draw. I like the Massive Might, I would love to have at least one in the deck, but for now I'll take the card draw effect. None of the cards here is something I would like to play. I'll take the Werewolf, but it's like, whatever. I mean, kind of not playing any of these, but maybe I'll take the Centipede. I don't think it actually matters. Great that we got the Mariner back. In this pack we had the Wolf Strike. We did not get that back, but still getting this 4-drop is like a really good for us. And we got a sideboard Crushing Canopy, which is also really good to have, 1 or 2 in the deck. Snarling Wolf, okay, also a decent pickup for such a late card. And we open another black-red rare. Yeah. Man, do we just go for the Bride and the Bridesmaid? Otherwise we have some really good cards. We have Falcon Red Celebrants, we have Paxson Pup. Paxson Pup is amazing in black-red vampires, but man, Olivia, like we're already gonna be splashing for 1 black card, so we're gonna be prioritizing removal and getting 2 bombs. I love the pup, and we're not gonna get this pup back for sure not. But man, I gotta try living the dream. I gotta try taking both of them. I like the Villager and the Disciple. All the werewolves are humans on the front side, so this triggers often. But this guy's also pretty okay. But I think this one you can get really late, and I would prefer still to pick up more 2-drops. And we have 1 right now. So I think that's more of a priority right now for us. Other than that, like, okay, some good white cards and some good black cards. Nothing else that we're really interested in, really. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate because that first pack was crazy in power level, but opening 2 bombs that we'll need to splash for, unfortunately. I'll be happy with 1 of them. 2 just kind of make it awkward for us, really. Okay, this is actually only then really good if you have the vampires. So not even the first one is that good. I might not even play it if we're regular werewolves. The Firebreather is okay, I guess better than the rural recruits. Not that amazing, but then you have packs like this one. We're taking the Eluding Recruiter, it's just a really good card, really good creature. It does not need to attack by itself to flip, which makes it that good. Other than that, like Sport Crawler, I think it's a pretty good 3-drop. It will trade well for most other creatures with free power, and it will draw a card, so it will replace itself like that. The Disciple is okay, so if we get one of these two back, I'll be happy. Probably we're gonna get a 2-drop because it's not that valued by people, but we'll take this guy for sure. The Felsinger is really good, so I'm surprised that this is still in the pack. Like black is being more open from this side, to be honest, than green. We only have these two cards in black, and we did not see any black in pack 1, so we're not going to see it again in pack 3. So even though this looks really good, I don't think we can switch green for black. So I'll just take the Hungry Werewolf, Rich Wolf, because it's good in the Werewolf stack. And we got a Celebrant 6-pick, amazing. It's a really good 5-drop. How many humans do we have? Let's see, human 6. Do we take it? So what's a human? This is a human? This. These all trigger it? Yeah, I'll take the Hamlet Vanguard. We'll try to prioritize more humans, I guess. Another 2-drop, it's pretty good in Werewolves, or super solid 3-drop. I don't think we're taking Retribution because it's not that good in Red Green Werewolves, because the second clause doesn't do anything. Target vampire, control use damage. That's not going to be relevant for us. Here, taking another wolf. We're getting some wolf synergies going. Let's see, we have 3 werewolves and 3 wolves. And another werewolf. It's like gonna be a pretty solid deck, I think. Maybe playing this guy, probably not. I don't really like it because, okay, you get a 3-1 and a 1-1 on turn 4, which means on turn 5 you attack with him. This guy trains, but he's still just a 2-2, so he just gets eaten by everything. And then you're left off with a 3-1 that also trades with everything. Yeah, I'll take another 2-drop. I want a solid curve. I'll put this onto the sideboard for now, and we'll see later if we're going to be playing it. We do want some of those wolves who tap for mana to help us fix for Angie and Olivia, which is why it's an okay combo trick. Exactly, this is what we want. Objectively, I would say that Wolfkin Outcast is probably a little bit better, just because when it's like going to be an undercosted 5/4. When it flips, it's going to be a big creature that helps us draw cards whenever a creature dies. But for our specific deck, if we didn't have these 2 black cards, I would take the Wolfkin Outcast for sure. But in our deck, we do want to play both of them. So for us, it's super important that we have access to black mana. So we want to prioritize Weaver of Blossoms. If we get another one, it would be amazing. Or if we get Evolving Wilds. Here we have 3 amazing cards. We have a Ballista Watcher, we have a Pagsong Pup, and we have an Abrade. We don't have almost any removal, but like I don't think we can pass this 3 card between these 3 cards. And the thing is, I don't think we're gonna get anything back no matter what we choose. Oh, I just love the pup so much, but maybe we need the interaction as well. We need the interaction more. Man, that feels so bad. Oh god, what is happening with these packs? Oh, I need another Weaver, even though I would love the Childhood pack. Maybe the Childhood pack will actually come back because it's a gold card. If nobody else is in Vampire, is in Werewolves, it's a possibility it comes back, which would be incredible. And with getting the second Weaver of Blossoms, we are able then to play our Olivia as well as Angie, which would be just like able to finish us the games. They will be able to finish games for us. And we'll pick up an Evolving Wilds. Yes, please. I would not mind the Master Might as a combat trick, but I do want to improve my mana as much as possible. And with this, I'm going to be playing 1 Swamp. What is happening? Like, again, the same two uncommons that are just both crazy. Oh my god. Packs, like, this is the third pack song pod that we're seeing, but Ballista Watcher is just insane. Ooh. Man, that's tough. I love the pack song pop. We have a lot of 2-drops already. I think I want a Ballista Watcher. It just ends games when it flips much faster than the Ballista Watcher. I mean, the pop. But, man, it feels so bad to not just get both of them. Wow. Another Infestation Expert. There's nothing for the sideboard for us. We don't care about Belligerent Gas. We have a lot of good 3-drops already. I'll take this. Probably not gonna be playing it. What is happening? Okay, 7th pick, Rending Flame. Are we the only ones in red? What? And green? And another Ballista Watcher. Like, such premium creatures. Wow. But okay, we're taking the Rending Flame because it's just a super strong removal. We don't have that much. We have a Braid and a Wolf Strike. We do need some more interaction. But, wow. That's just crazy. We'll take the... I'll take another Wolf. Like, now we have a lot of Wolves and Werewolves, I think. Wolves 4, Werewolves 8, yeah. I'll take another Crasher Canopy for the sideboard. Like, this deck is getting insane. Don't care about any of these cards. Like, I knew it. We got a Child of the Pack back. We got everything we could possibly want, and we got a Massive Might. So I might cut the Witch's Web instead of it. And probably Ceremonial Knife, because we'll have so much to do with our mana, we don't need that. Another Witch Wolf? To just play all the Witch Wolves and like not play the Visionary. Wow, okay, this deck is gonna be absolutely insane. I don't know if we were like the only person in black-green, because we passed some crazy stuff, but we were still past amazing stuff. Look at the score, 1090. Let's see what it would recommend us to build. Cut 1-drop, cut both these two. Let's see, how many humans do we have? 13, so this will be super likely to trigger. Man, like, I just can't not play these two guys. I know it's greedy, but they're both so good. Like, yeah, definitely not playing this guy. What's wrong with you? Okay, I'm gonna turn off the overlay because I don't think it knows what it's doing. I might take, yeah, the 1-drop out. Let's sort it by creatures to get a bit of better idea what we're doing. What our curve looks like, how our curve looks like. We have 6 2-drops. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 3-drops. Let's see, we have 13 humans, right? Because a bunch of stuff is human on the front side. These are the 3 humans, they're both humans. This is a human, he's human. This, both of these, this. Like, probably cut one of these at least. Maybe even cut both, since we don't have the pops, we don't care much about the synergy with the... I don't know why this is in the 6-drop slot. Man, okay. Oof. Man, okay, and we're gonna be probably cutting down to 1 swamp plus Evolving Wilds. We don't need, that gives us like 4 sources of black. Okay, we have 3 pieces of removal, combat tricks and draw. So this triggers for every non-token human we control, which is like all the werewolves and these guys. Only like these 4 wolves don't trigger it. The Suitor doesn't trigger it, obviously the 2 vampires. Okay, the 3 vampires. And the Spore Crawler doesn't do it. I could cut on one of them. How many creatures do we have? 20? Yeah, we can cut some creatures down. Maybe cut one of them. because we have already these guys that we want to play 5. We're gonna have so much stuff to do. Like, we just need to draw normally, and I think with this deck can just beat anything. I'm gonna be super surprised if this does not go 3-0. So I just cut this guy, like, it's okay 3-1, but like this guy grows when we play humans, this guy is bigger when we have wolves or werewolves. We have still 5 2-drops then, or maybe I should cut like one of these guys, like this guy's kind of random, and play 3-1 still. That gives us 18 creatures. We have still, we have some nice interaction. We'll be cutting down to 1 swamp. And let's see, 8, 15, 16, 17 lands. Plus 2 weavers, that's gonna be plenty of mana. Like, this doesn't have an activated ability that would be black, nor this, so we just need 1 black to be able to cast either of them. And this gives us 4 black sources. What's that saying? How does that saying goes? Always a broom. The broom, never the bride. Well, in this case we have both. We have Maid, the bride, yeah. Beauty and the Beast, huh? Oh yeah, man, that's even better. Beauty and the Beast. Okay, and Olivia has to be the face of the deck. Our girl Olivia. Okay, I think that's gonna be the way we're gonna be running it. What do we have for the sideboard? We have, if we're playing against something super aggressive, we can put another 1-drop in, some more 2-drops. Here, torrential creatures now. We have something to deal with flyers or enchantments if needed. Okay, let's just fix up the lands and we are ready to go. Gotta correct the lands. Like this. If we're on Innistrad, we gotta play the Innistrad ones, right? Cool, and the forest. Wait, like this. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Let's give the deck a try. Let's go for round number 1. I hope I'm not being too greedy by splashing both of the black bombs, but that's exactly it. They're both bombs. And like, I know our deck is super solid already as a simple red-green deck, and it could be that we're gonna lose a game because we're gonna be like having mana issues by having exactly 1 swamp or drawing one of the 2 vampires with no black sources. But I think the cards are powerful enough to play it. Plus, I just think it's kind of funny to play it. And look, we already have our black source. And we have a perfect curve to drop, 3-drop, 4-drop. The only thing which would make it better if we were on the play. But our opponent mulligans as well. Let's grab another mountain. I could also just grab a swamp. Yeah, actually I'm gonna grab a swamp. Because in case they kill this, I want to have access to the swamp. Sure, then we of course exactly draw the double red card, and I was gonna go grab another red source at first, but we have like plenty of other things to do even if we don't draw the red source. Ooh, spicy! Got it, got it. If we play this, like he's gonna block because he'll know we don't have a trick. So I gotta attack first. Maybe he will just take it. Gotcha. Because if we play this first, we would be tapped out. He would have no reason not to block. Ooh, okay, okay. So now we're gonna have 5 mana, right? I could also play this guy's a 5/5 then. Like I play this and this, and he gets 4 counters. It's a 5/5. Pretty insane. I guess I could also just attack with this first and see what he does, because it does not really change anything, and he again does not want to lose those creatures. And they are both humans as well, so we could have played it even later and make it even bigger, but it's big enough that it just goes through whatever. Sure, he gets a 4/4 demon, a 4/4 flying zombie, and a 4/4 serpent. But do we care about it that much even? He's also got 3 mana up. So this flips, other creatures control get +1/+0. This does not trigger because it's gonna enter as a werewolf, not a human. Ooh. Interesting. He's gonna prevent me from playing this in the response. I could do it now. It's gonna be 4/4, 6/4. I could play it on this. Now then we can attack with this and this. No, I'm okay just saving it for later. I'm okay just attacking with this thing. Trading off for one of his things. And next turn we have this as protection. I don't know, I could have also used it on this, in case he could have had then a bolt to kill it in the response. But that would not be even that bad, we still have plenty of gas. Yeah, he had a bolt as well. So he would just 2-for-1 us if we did that. And he's not running out of cards, is he? And he played 2 cards, so they're gonna flip back to human side. We don't have double red, so we can play this, but we could play the Angie. Or I could just like make a 2-2 wolf that will flip into a 3-3. Let's try attack with this. He blocks with both. I use the trick, trade off. We have a much bigger board, and we then use. We're gonna play a spell then, so it won't flip. But I'm still okay trading this for both of those creatures. And if he doesn't use it, we'll deal 5. Okay. Like, I could still just use this now, right? We still get a blood token, and we can start. Then next turn we can just start sacking stuff. Or I can make a 3-2 wolf token. And it's gonna flip this guy as well, and this guy. Let's see, we're taking 7 next turn, right? I'm gonna activate the ability. It might be hard for him to double spell to flip it back today, because he has 5 mana right now. Let's see, he's gonna use the chill on something. I know this, he can make this unblockable when he goes for the kill, so he can do 7. Have 11 even altogether. So go to 4. We'll see. Okay. Well, he's not double spelling at least. But we are dead next turn to the flyers and this thing. If we don't do something. Let's see, we have 3, 5, 7 mana, so we can use this, and we can use the ability to drain him. And he can sacrifice another non-token creature. He can block, for example, with this guy and make another zombie. That's 7, 11 damage. What if I just attack with everything? That's 3, 4, 5. If I attack with everything, he blocks this guy. He blocks the second biggest guy. That's 7. Like, I think he's just dead, right? Because we can give something trample. So even he blocks something and the response sacks it to make a zombie, we just give that thing trample and he dies. Like right now that's still 10 damage, so he's still just dead. You need to block a bit differently. He needs to block the biggest 3, then he only takes 6. He's got 1 mana up. He could have like a bounce, but I don't think even anything from 1 blue bounces anything of ours. He can only bounce his own creature, which again will not help him. Okay, let's see, like this, he's taking now 7, right? So if we give it to this, it's gonna be 1 extra, 2 extra, 7, 3 extra, so we need to kill this thing. Give this 7 power, it's 3, 7, 10. Sure, he makes that, and he's dead. Okay, good Alf. Well, he's gonna make a lot of flyers, so we should probably bring in Massive Might and maybe 1 Crushing Canopy. Let me think. What did we see? So he's kind of a blue-red spell stack, using Geralt to make big flying zombies. Like this seems to be great. I like Massive Might because it gives trample to something, but maybe this giving it reach and untapping something is just better. We could not play Olivia because it's a 6-drop. With like I kind of hate sideboarding these guys out, but maybe that's just a correct move in this case. Not see much. This is just so powerful if you manage to get to that. Okay, let's take out. Man, okay, let's say that we take out Olivia. Maybe this because we have so much already to do, and bring in Crushing Canopy to deal with all the flyers. Not sure this is the correct move, and it feels bad taking out Olivia, but it is a card that we need to splash for to make it good. So we kind of want to make our deck more consistent, not less. Okay, we got one of the sideboard cards, which is great. We have a 2-drop. Yeah, we have a lot of 2-drops and 3-drops, so since we're on the draw, I think we can easily keep, and we're just gonna draw into something. Like by turn 2, we're gonna draw 2 extra cards, we'll already play this. By turn 3, we draw 3 extra cards, we're gonna find something else to do. Also, by taking out Olivia, we kind of reduce the risk of drawing either a swamp that doesn't do anything, or one of the 2 vampires that we cannot cast. And I don't think we need more power in this deck. I think it's plenty powerful enough. I'd preferably not play this guy next turn because it's only a 3/3. I would like to play it as a 5/5 because then it goes past the Bioloom egg. But after that we're gonna play this or this if we, depending on the mana, and this, so we won't have time to play it later. So I'm gonna attack first because he might not block. into open mana, especially because we showed him the trick last game. And he probably values the egg more than getting 2 damage in, than preventing 2 damage. Yeah, and then we're gonna play this as a 3-3, it's still okay, like 3 mana 3-3. Like next turn we play this, if we draw another land we play this. We have sideboard up if he draws Gerald again to... Obviously if he plays Gerald with this, he gets a 4-4 flying zombie plus a serpent, which is kind of the worst case scenario. But we only saw 2 cards that had that sacrificed Giraffe, and that's what was it again? Now here it's interesting. We could play this, and it will trigger this, so we gain in for 1 more point of damage. But if he has a Syncovate or something, he left up 4 mana, so he could have either a removal or counterspell. And he is getting a priority, so before we actually do attack, so it has to be something that's interactive. Doesn't mean he does not have a counterspell in hand, it just means that he has also something else. And we saw Flame Blast Bolt in the last game. Could have other things as well. I'm gonna play this guy because he's just the biggest thing. In case he again tries to pass a turn not doing anything, it kind of punishes him for not doing anything. Sure, it was a bounce spell. No problem. Now we know what the interaction was. Now he gets to sack it to get the serpent, plus get the bounce back, which is obviously pretty good. And this does not deal with the serpent, but we have a few removal spells that do deal with it pretty nicely. The other problem is that this guy, if he was a 5-5, I would use it attack in and I would trade for the serpent, right? Now I can't, now the serpent just eats it. Five. I think I just want to play the bigger guy. Plus this will, this costs 4 if he's not targeting a werewolf. I don't want to give him a cheap way to just bounce something back. Like, we have a lot to do with these hands. I think if we just draw some more lands to be able to play out everything, we're going to be in a really good position. We started the day-night cycle already, which is also beneficial for us since we had werewolves. Like, I'm going to attack both. I'm okay trading this for the werewolf if he gives me that option. I could also play this now because it will be flipped, so it will buff this guy, but that doesn't actually matter that much. It will buff this as well, but he can bounce it in response and kill it. So if I play the land, I have 4, 5, 6. Not enough to play this and trigger it already. So I'm just gonna take first, let's see if he bounces it already, or if he plans to do anything else. Maybe he'll just bounce it now already. Now he's gonna tap it down. He's got a lot of interaction. like whatever I play, it's gonna bounce it back to my hand. And I don't have the mana to do anything twice anyway. He's got a pretty good deck himself. I'll give him that. Now I'm just gonna play this guy because he enters flipped. It immediately gives me 2 1/1s. So that's added to the board more. Eventually we're gonna have another, we'll draw just one more land and we can play this and ping something immediately to prevent the blocker. Or just start, like, if we untap with this flipped, we just start pinging everything and get in for a bunch. Another one. Okay. Getting a big board. He's 5 cards deeper than we are. 6 cards. Unfortunately, the canopy is still pretty useless since we did not see the giraffe do anything yet. I'm thinking of just cycling this away to draw another land, but I was gonna draw it eventually. So now we have 7. Now I can finally play multiple cards. Now with these flips, we can just start shooting down his blockers, preventing them from blocking, I mean. I can also attack with this now, it triggered twice, and with this. Like, if we're gonna trade off, I'm okay with this board, because my board is just so much stronger. And blue-red, I don't think has any kind of recursion, so I'm more than okay trading off stuff. And like, the lower we get him on the life totals, the more the harder it will be for him to attack us at all. Ooh, attacking us, huh? And he has 1 ping. Not even gonna block once. Hopefully he doesn't have something to exploit it. Of course he does. That's too bad. He had the combo, taking something and exploiting it. He got through a lot, like almost 10 cards deeper in the deck than we did. And this is still so useless. I think I'm just gonna cycle it away when I get a chance. It's just not doing anything. I know that now eventually he's gonna draw a giraffe now, but I just need something more impactful right now. We can trigger this again twice, attack with it. We also have like Angie still in the deck. Maybe he has a bolt. Did not see the bolt yet, did we? No. So let's see what do we have even. We have a Rending Flame, which would be great. We have a Braid, Massive Might, Angie, Wolf Strike. We have still a lot of good stuff. Sure. So I think I'm just gonna cycle this one away, try to get to one of those removal spells. Nine. So he still has like 8 cards out of 14, 15, 16 that we didn't see, so half of them are still lands. Two Chillitor Graves, 2 Repository Scabs. What is he getting back with it? Bolts? Betrayal? Does he have something for 2 to exploit or what? No. I think I'll just make this guy. Pass the turn. I guess he has another thing in hand to exploit. Still doesn't mean I'm gonna block. Maybe, yeah, like even if he has Giraffe, it doesn't have haste, so you can use it immediately, but he could have just another thing to exploit. Like, I don't know why would he get this otherwise. Yeah, another assistant. Pretty good, pretty good. He's got a lot of exploit stuff. Good for us that he never found Giraffe though. We did not get swarmed by a bunch of flying zombies. Man, taking our stuff to Wise is very annoying, and us not finding any of our removal spells yet. Like twice he took our best creature and sacrificed it for his gain. And we did not find basically any of our lot of removal spells that we have left. I'll just kill off one of them. And start getting through that board slowly. Like we're getting growing like huge boards already, so come on. Yeah, no thanks. Like, can we just draw something already? Fuck. We're almost through. He's almost through the entire deck. Block here, right? Like did he use a Lunar Rejection already? He did, and he used one bolt. Let's say he has another one. Like this can just be chump blocked. So I can just chump block this thing. What if I block like this thing? He bounces one thing, he still dies. He bounces this, he trades off with those things. Here we can just chump. Yeah, sure, strike is pretty annoying because it actually kills all three of our stuff and his doesn't die. It's like the worst that could happen for us. You gotta play Angie. 3, 5, 6, so we can use it 3 times. Sack 3 things. So 3 times loses 6, he goes to 5. Let's see, 2, 4, 6. I can just like block and sack stuff and drain him out with Angie. Like he has to draw almost his entire deck. Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. He still has 3 lands in the 8 cards we don't know about. Okay, yeah, almost all the lands. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we don't drain him out just yet. And that thing does not have trample, so we can actually sacrifice this as well. Let's see, yeah, 9, 3, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Since we can also sacrifice blood tokens. Got him. Thanks, Angie. Thanks for the win. Great, we got our first win. Let's go to the next game. To Wilson. Let's see what you got, Wilson. We're on the draw again. I think we were on the draw the first match as well. The first game of the first match. But yeah, pretty good draw. Gonna keep, absolutely. Let's see, we got 2 forest and mountain. I think we're gonna get our swamp again. We don't have anything double red, so we want to get our splash color. Red and Werewolves, mirror match. Opponent just doesn't know it yet. Like, he could have easily get a pump spell, that's why I didn't want to block. And he still specifically left up red, so does that mean a burn spell? Maybe Flame Blast Bolt? He's getting, like, he could get priority from that as well. But the fact that he left up specifically red means that it's probably the Bolt, but it doesn't really change what we do. Yeah. The third turn he offered a trade, which was like he did not want to use the removal to kill our blocker. He wanted to trade. The fact he's attacking now, either it's an incredible bluff and he got free 2 points of damage, which is great, or he has that massive might which he could have had before. Let's see. We have 3/5 mana. 6. So I'm just gonna develop the board more. I'm just gonna play out 2 creatures. Yeah, this guy will flip now again, but like, look how much we develop the board in 1 turn. Next turn we can draw 2 cards. Okay. Like, if he has the might now, which again he's getting like priority, okay, because of this maybe. Not want to block. I mean, trade off there. Interesting. This will flip. It can. No, I don't think I'm gonna attack with these two to flip this. If he wants to flip the werewolves now, I got a Ballista Watcher. If he doesn't have and we have quite a few removal spells in the deck and some bombs still to draw. So I think we're okay not being terribly aggressive. Like, we can really feel our hand next turn with this. Let's say I'll just draw 2 cards. What do we get? We attack, we get 2 red, we can pump both. Not gonna be good enough. Like, this can still deal 1 damage at the end of their turn. Two of them, huh? Pretty good, pretty good. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. What if I just attack with these two? They're both, these flips, they're both 3/2s, and I can pump them and ping something. Let's see. I think I want to kill Shadow Knight more. And so I'm gonna do this. Post combat I can also play the mountain and use the Ballista Watcher to kill the other guy, because we'll have 3 damage on it if this goes through. Plus I have the Weaver of Blossom, so I have another mana there on the red. Yeah, so he had that Massive Might, which we knew about. But we can... No, I guess I can only deal 1. Sure, well, we got that Massive Might out of his hand. And I wish we drew some VAR removal in the deck already. Like, we did not even see the Rending Flavor once in the whole last match. We never saw the Abrade we have. Never saw the Wolf Strike. Like, we don't get to see any of those removal spells. this off. We only have how many lands left? 8 out of 22 cards. Man, I would kill for an Rending Flame right now to kill the Savage Packmate or the Wedding Crasher. Probably the Crasher, because otherwise this draws another card. If he has a Shore Strike or basically any kind of removal, we're fucked if we triple block. Like these two. Otherwise he kills these two things, which is also just horrible for us. Do we just need to get lucky a bit? Let's see, like this would add to everything, but if we have this, basically kills this. This is only if it's like the perfect scenario, right? So I think we need to block with everything and just hope, because this way we're safe against one trick or removal spell. And if we just block with these two, which I would prefer, obviously. If he has any trick, he just eats both creatures for free. But, I mean, he 2-for-1s us, and I don't think we have a way of winning that game anymore. So this way, okay, at least he does replace itself, sure, but we get rid of that guy. We still have this guy flipped. We can start to maybe stabilize the game. Wow, okay, that's a card as well. Let's see, 3, 6, 8. I can ping twice, kill that thing. But we can't deal with either of these two things. Opponent's got his own bombs. I could just attack with this guy. Or else we take 5. If we attack, he'll just let it go. I think I need to cycle to try to find the removal. We have a few things that deal with it, like Braid plus Pink kills it, Rending Flame kills it, Wolf Strike kills it. Like we have a lot of good stuff in the deck left. Let's see, I'm gonna do it now just in case we draw removal. I want to kill it before taking unnecessary damage. No, okay. Well, then we take damage. At least ping him for one. Come on. 4, 7, 8, 9. That now can ping for 3 times. But he can attack again with for 5 and can give another thing unblockable. That's gonna be the 9, and then we dead the next turn. Like I guess this can get in for free. I mean, they will trade off, whatever. Man, we have so much interaction and we're not drawing it any game at all. We did not draw the whole first match. We did not hear yet. It might be just too late. He might just kill us with the flyer. And I hate bringing in Crushing Canopy because we only saw like 1 flyer in the whole deck. So it's too much of a dead card, even if that 1 card is really good. And he got his removal before us. Man, that was really lucky for him. Now this has haste, so we're dealing 9. Yeah, we're dead. It doesn't matter even what we do. This has no special abilities. Had a really good sequence of draws. Just a second to it. Pretty good, right? Kill a creature, gain a 4/3 attacker. 3/3 attacker. It's boosted by this. Yeah, man, just attack with everything. Come on, what are you scared of? I gave that unblockable, yeah. Right. Gets us there. Man, our opponent had a pretty good deck as well. Now to think what we're gonna do about that. How do we beat that? He has some really good werewolves, some nice removal. Very similar deck to ours. Now we are on the draw, so I think just like drawing more interaction will be the key here. Do I want to draw just like one of these would be probably great in the matchup because we get to ambush either the flyer or hit one of the creatures. I think this guy's too weak because he doesn't trade with anything. Let's try like that. If we have a decent start and we draw some removal for his guys, like he did for ours, we can definitely win this game. Well, that's definitely not the draw you want to have. Sure, but mulliganing is a bit rough. A bit rough because we're so evenly matched. In case he has a 2-drop, this attacks better into it. they both die to the bolt if he has, which he seems to have in hand. But so it was whatever, whichever we played first, did not matter. Oh, come on. Like, of course you draw the removal immediately. Give me one turn without it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Interesting, he didn't attack with it. Okay, I'm fine with that, I mean, but yeah, interesting. I guess we just need to play out the board. I can't just flip the child of the pack. Okay, if we draw our removal for the mana form Hellkite, we're in a pretty decent position probably. Really depends what he draws. So far his draws were pretty amazing. Removal into creature, into a flyer, to another good creature. If we flip, that becomes bigger, so not in our interest to flip. The problem is now we already ran out of cards, and because he used the removal, right? He has repeatable sources of damage, and we don't. The board is, like that's really rough. Like his draw was pretty much insane. It was hard to beat that. Flame Blast Bolt for our 2-drop, then 2 removal spells with a mana form Hellkite to boost it. And we're still not drawing any of our interaction. We do not even see anything yet. And we have like four pieces. Sure, the Brave will not help here, but the other ones would. I guess we're just gonna lose to the Hellkite. The age-old strategy of using removal and beating down with the flyer. Oh, we're actually just dead to this guy. GG. Man, that's too bad. That's really disappointing. Because I think that our deck was also pretty good. We just did not have the insane draws our opponent had. I think his deck was really well built, definitely like a really good straight up red-green werewolves. Really amazing. But I think our deck is definitely good enough to go 3-0. Now I'm thinking back, like, would it be good if we picked up some of those pups instead of like the two humans that get buffed? Of course, the deck would be better, but it sounds like we were seeing them in the same pack. Sure. Would definitely love to have one or two of those pups, but they were always in the pack with something else that was really good, either with removal or with the Ballista Watcher. Something always. Another red green werewolves. The secret is out that the deck is good. think I just played a 4-drop, plus next turn we can play this as a 5-5. If they don't flip this turn. I have 4 mana, could also play those two. Stalling out the board. 2 recruits. Okay, we got an army of pigs on the other side. Let's see, we have 4 or 5 mana. That's 3. 4, 5. I could just save one, right? And I still get to play the 5-5. Oh my god, how many recruits does this guy have? Ooh, that's sick. That just mows down the lawn. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 1 mana left. Like, sure, he can attack, and he prevents them all from just dying to our pings. But for that, he needs to throw something away then. I mean, he's throwing all of them away if he does that. Like, I can just now pass a turn, flip this, start pinging them. 1, 2, 3, 6, so I can ping 2 of them. Let's see, I'm just stopping his upkeep. And we ping 1. We ping another. Sure. Okay, just surrender then. His army of recruits surrendered against the might of the werewolves. So what did he have? A bunch of 1/1s? We're not seeing that much. We saw 3 recruits, this guy, which is not particularly good, and a rich wolf. So we know he's a werewolf deck. We don't know anything beside that. I think our deck is pretty good the way it is. To deal with that. Maybe I wanna... I'll just put one of this more inside. The rest I kinda like the way it is. Yeah, I don't know, I don't think I would change anything else. Okay. Decent hand. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed the content, be sure to leave me down a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel. It really means a lot to me, it really helps the channel grow. Every single like is important when you're starting out, so I really do appreciate every last one of you that likes the video and watches it. And if you do enjoy it, it's a free way for you to support it. Completely free, it's easy, it takes you a few seconds to give it a like. And you let me know that you enjoy the kind of content I'm creating and that you want to see more of it. That's it. I'll be happy for everybody that does it. I think can block. Might as well attack then. Finally we draw on the Braid, like the first time we see it in all 3 matches really, and we have not seen the Wolf Strike yet, and we have not seen the Olivia or Rending Flame. Like that's one of the only cards we have not seen in either of the matches yet. Like 3 of our, I would say, best cards that we have. Let's see, 4. We attack with both, we have 6, so we can play the Massive Might to Warhammer King blocks and the Falcon Rise Celebrants. Or we just play Olivia. No blocks, okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna play this then and we have a defensive Massive Might. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 next turn. And he seems to be lacking the second color. I think the Blood Hypnotist can be a pretty good card, but the fact it can't block can be a real downside, like especially like in this case. It's just what you can attack, it will just die, and it can block, right? So it doesn't have any good option to do. Like he only has two blockers, and this is just dead here. He doesn't even have a blood token to sacrifice. I guess it's only good in like black-red vampires where you have the blood tokens as well to sacrifice them. Let's see, if I kill this just can't be blocked. That actually sounds exactly like what we'll do. This just can't be blocked then. This you can still block, and we can't pump it to kill it. I could also not have done it, and if you would double block it, I would make it a 6/6 and hit the Weary Prisoner. Oh, he found his green source. Right, and we have our 6th land for Olivia next turn. She can't, from your graveyard, right? Can't get anything back. Block with this and eat it. Just play Olivia finally. Fuck, we drafted Olivia and we never even got to use it before. That is just wrong. Yeah, we don't even get a trigger from it. Sucks, I know, but I'll kill the pig off. It means that he can't attack with this, so he can't train it. And if Olivia survives, we get that guy back attacking. And I guess it will survive. And that was it, 2-1. Okay, I'm kind of disappointed the deck did not go 3-0 because it just got a few absurd rares, but at least thankfully Olivia got us to the last win, which is kind of appropriate. Time for her wedding after all. Yeah, like again, if you guys like the video, leave me a like. It doesn't cost anything. If you think that you want to enjoy this kind of content, you can subscribe. I post videos on this once or twice a week. I try to do draft videos on Arena and sometimes on Magic Online. Especially when there will be cubes later on. I'll be doing a lot of cube videos on Magic Online. When the new format comes in a few days, Alchemy, I'm gonna be trying that out. So if you guys are interested in that, nice. I mean, that's like now the playset of Hullbreaker Horrors. So we have that for standard or Alchemy. Speaking of Alchemy, we have the Alchemist Gamble. I'm gonna be finishing the collection soon. We need like 200 cards left, all of them just rares and mythics, like playsets of everything. It's just such a grind to get everything, to get all the cards. Well, we got some nice collection already. Odric, look how they butchered my boy. Poor Odric. What have they done to you, boy? Speaking of good boy, look who's a good boy. Who's a Cemetery Prowler? Yeah, what do you got there, Bond? And the first one, I can't believe that's the first one. Anyway guys, I hope you all liked the video. If you do, let me know down in the comments. That's it. Have a nice day, enjoy.